welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. On the run, it's Hunter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Nussmeier. The throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it. Did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Quick strike complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back, everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
He's got it on the right. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on, agree with that, but here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its
a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Running with power. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Hunter. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Fair catch called for and made. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in there. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
What?
Finds his man. It's Durham. That completion will take
Dang,
him
pig.
inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. and a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He wants to throw it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside. Even though we're winning and you fail, now this defense better step up and respond.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. What a snag by the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Now on 2nd down and short. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Fires it down the seam. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Yeah, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The corners are walked up tight. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. Great move there. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 45 on its way. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep...
Off he goes! Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And now the job trying to hang on to this 1-point lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. Push down for the tackle. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And that ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our